An all-new season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Mom talk has just been blowing up.
Whitney and Jen are on Dancing with the Stars.
Taylor is a bachelorette.
Saying that out loud is crazy. Like, that is huge.
But all the cool opportunities could pull us apart.
It's causing issues in everyone's marriage.
My whole world is falling apart right now. It's chaos.
Watch the Hulu original series, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Introducing Fidelity Trader Plus. With customizable tools and charts you can access across all your devices. Try our most powerful trading platform yet at fidelity.com/trader plus. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC.
Next time your to-do list is too dang long, use Shipt same-day delivery. Shipt connects you to personal shoppers who offer a one-stop shopping and delivery solution for, well, just about anything. Groceries? Picked carefully from your neighborhood grocer. Pet supplies? Dropped to your door from PetSmart. Crafts, tools, medicine? All deliverable from Michael's, Lowe's Home Improvement, CVS, and so many other stores. Try Shipt today with a 14-day free trial. Download the Shipt app or visit shipt.com. That's SHIPT.com. Terms apply.
Welcome to Book Talk for Book Talk with Jack and Amy, a literary podcast where we deep dive into the writings of your favorite novels. Before we begin our season discussing A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, we will be discussing her recent interview on Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper.
This is Jack.
And I'm Amy.
And we're talking about Call Her Daddy, her interview. And this is part 2 of that. We got tired and we got hungry, and now we're back and fed.
Now we are back and fed. We are ready to discuss the rest of the listener thoughts that folks had when we posted about this. Did we have any other thoughts individually that we hadn't talked about?
Yeah. Bryaxis is a girl.
I always knew she was female.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else knew.
Really? I think I always assumed Bryaxis was female.
I don't know. We'd have to go back to
go back and
Wings
listen
and Ruin, those 22 freaking episodes to know what we thought. And then I saw Stacey McEwen post something like, if Bryaxis is a girl, the Bone Weaver is a girl, and like we don't know the Bone Carver for sure. But if the Bone Carver is also female, then they could be the Fates.
Ooh, interesting.
Stacey McEwen.
That actually really makes sense because the Weaver, Weaver of Fate.
Yeah.
The Fates use a string. That makes sense. Bone Carver, he has got scissors. I don't know.
A Weaver has scissors too.
I know. I'm just joking.
Bone Carver carves Fate.
I was just going to say cuts the string.
Well, okay, so what are the Fate? There's one past, present, and future.
Right. One
holds the eye.
One holds
the thread,
and the other cuts it.
And then the other one holds the eye. I'm basing it off of Hercules, the cartoon right now.
That's right.
I think they're extremely accurate. I don't, so that was like one of the thoughts that we had that I didn't express. Oh, I can actually look at my phone this time.
Yeah, you've got your phone.
Oh my God. I'm so on top of it. She has the rights back to her movie, to all of it. We talked about that last time. It's very exciting. Okay, I thought it was interesting that Alex Cooper brought up the AI videos because it's so controversial.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
And when Sarah's like, no, I haven't seen them. And Alex is like, I'll show you.
But she also wasn't like, no, I don't play them.
I think she must have been caught off guard.
But I'd be surprised if she didn't get all the, maybe that wasn't part of the questions. So a lot of times when you do interviews, you send them the list of questions
ahead of time,
and there are plenty of questions that come up on their own.
Yeah.
So it's funny because some of those questions, she was like, Alex, what are you doing asking? I'm like, you knew those questions were coming. Like those were, I know how this works. I can't imagine SJM not having a list of pre-approved questions.
Right. Yeah. I think the AI one snuck in.
I agree.
Through the course of the conversation.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think she didn't anticipate it, didn't understand how to respond in the moment because she wasn't so vocally against it. But I also am sure she didn't want to be perceived as difficult.
Yeah, but it's hard because I don't know authors. Well, here's a question for you. Let's go on a mini rant. Authors are very vocally anti-AI. But when you get a big author like Rebecca Yarros, I haven't seen her unless I missed it, but I haven't seen her post anything that's like super anti-AI. Because it also kind of makes it like part of their business. Like, but they're also used to people just like ripping off their IP and making profit off of them and then having a whole ass career.
Sinclair.
Hi.
We're not ripping off the IP.
No, but like we're taking advantage of
the IP.
I'd struggle with this, with the morality of it quite often, actually, is I mean, we're making money, but it's not going in our pocket. But like we are making money. We are generating a followership off of other people's work.
Yeah.
And I know it's an ecosystem because then like we're promoting it and you want to keep the conversation going.
Right.
But it's like a mindfuck.
Yeah, I get it. We aren't the first to do it. Like I think of MuggleNet way back in the day, and they started a Harry Potter podcast in the early 2000s. Like there's so many people who've done it before us and will continue to do it.
Yeah.
And until there's a law against it, or SJM says outright,
don't do it.
Stop talking about me on your podcast or my work on your podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's open season.
It is open season. I mean, again, we're generating the conversation, not just us alone, but anytime we talk about other people's books, you are getting the conversation going and you want conversation happening, but you're also building a platform off of others. Like I think about other more successful podcasts who shall not be named.
Yeah.
And it's like your success is based off of other people's, we put in a lot of work, but your success is based off of other people's work too.
Right.
Luckily, I feel like for us, we do homework.
Yes.
We do more homework. Like we're not just like recapping it.
Right. We have to use our brains.
Yeah. Thank God this isn't on the internet.
Or being streamed live. I didn't mean it the way it came out. We had to use our education.
It's different. Sometimes I wish we could just recap.
It'd be easier.
Like I'm sure what is nice though, or what would be hard is like we don't keep track of all the lore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so that's hard. Like, you know, someone who's doing their podcast on like, you know, keeping the details.
Yeah, and the lore.
That's not us.
That is not us.
It's
we make mistakes
brain.
often.
It's different brain.
Yep.
Different homework for them.
Colleen says hello on TikTok.
Hello.
What you all do is unique from the ones that just recap.
Oh.
Which are also great.
They're also good. Let's see. Let's read some listener thoughts, shall we? Discuss the Reese haters with regard to him making a big ass mistake and that being a part of their story. Discuss the SJM haters with regard of her being absent and not putting out her books. I literally cried so much during that interview. Discuss how she is. I like the authority.
Yeah.
Like discuss this and discuss that. Discuss how she is one of us, loved her passion, talking about the delicious smut, thank you, and devaluing of anything with women. Discuss SJM wanting to put out work she is proud of with regard to her actual books and TV shows. Also, January 12th is my birthday, and I feel like I was gifted the second book.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Esty.
Happy late birthday and happy pre-birthday. Also, she's such a legend that publishing companies are like, okay, yes, you can put out 2 books within a couple months. It also makes me concerned that Rebecca Yarros is doing way too much. And probably more important is seeing SJM's journey through her characters, that real journey, that true growth and development. Gorgeous. Also, side note, see why watery bowels are often mentioned. Because she has, does she have IBS? Does she say she has IBS?
Well, I'm sure she lacks a lot of muscle control because of her C-sections.
Oh, yeah, but she was writing about watery bowels long before her C-section.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. She did say something though. Oh, because the comment was if she saw Orlando Bloom, she would shit herself. Piss herself.
Yeah.
And it's like watery bowels yourself?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Which I appreciate because she said the same thing when she met Nalini Singh when she interviewed her. Remember we watched that live stream interview?
Yeah.
She's like, I think I'm going to shit myself. I appreciate her consistency.
Yeah, I think she has IBS. I don't want to start a rumor. SJM has IBS, but like if we're going to start one, that might be one of them.
Yeah.
You read.
Risu says, whose POV do you think this book would be from? I'm hoping it's Daddy Azzy. Colleen says, POVs, Azriel, Gwyn, Elaine, Lucien, but I'm happy with whatever SJM gives us. I could see Azriel, Gwyn, Elaine, Lucien.
Okay. So one of the key things that I'm a linguist whore, essentially. I love whore. I'm trying not to get flagged. I love linguistics, and keywords that are used. And someone like SJM is very good about using keywords.
And being intentional with what she
intentional.
uses.
Yeah. And one of the things that she said was that it surprised her.
Yeah.
Which implies multiple POVs.
Right.
We know that she did that for Silver Flames. My theory is that it's still third person.
Yeah.
I wonder if Farah and Reese make a reappearance.
Oh, interesting.
POV wise.
Interesting.
Like, what are the things that would surprise her?
I guess it depends on who the story is about. Because let's say, hypothetically, it could be a repeat of Nesta and Cassian. But then she's like, oh shit, I didn't know Azriel was going to have a POV. Oh shit, I didn't realize Elaine was going to have a POV. Like, it could have been more POVs than she realized it was going to be.
Oh, Ava says, I think Gwen would surprise her. I agree. So for me, I feel like Elaine and Azriel are natural next.
Yeah.
Because we know they're going to get their own books. And she said that before. I bet each book might be their own sister.
Ooh, interesting. There's 4 parts.
3 books.
3 books.
Because part 1 is book 1, book 2 is 2 and 3, book 4 is 4. I wonder if it would kind of structure along like that.
Ooh.
We could get Mama Archer on.
What if Vasa is a POV?
I think I would hate that. I think I would genuinely hate that. I think that would trigger me so bad of like, I don't know, I don't want to be in this bitch's head. Like, you've done nothing for me. You're just in the way. I might be swayed by Nesta currently of like, I don't even like you, Vasa. She's just not interesting to me.
Ooh.
Eris.
What if Moore and Emery have POVs?
Vasa can be a one-off POV. I'll allow a one-off.
Just one time.
I don't know why that was so upsetting.
It was.
I didn't even know I had those feelings.
Maybe it's an extra chapter. Maybe it's 1 page.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's also like Aelin. You know what I mean? Like, what if it's a POV from another world? I feel like there's other worlds going to be involved because, again...
Spoilers, guys.
We're so beyond spoilers. Yeah, spoilers. I wonder if it's going to be like 3. Okay, so again, 3 books, 4 parts. You're telling me, and we just came back from Crescent City World, and you're telling me that we're not
going to see Bryce.
Going to have Bryce or even anyone else. You know what I mean? Like
Lydia,
or even Throne of Glass. Like, you know. She also hinted to another series.
She said that she writes other books, and then they're just on her drive.
It's a different one. There's a different...
yeah. Well, I think she sold another series a while ago.
She did. And we don't know what that one is.
Right.
Let's see. POV from Summer Court would be surprising. We don't know much about it. I was like, who's Summer Court? Yeah, you're right. We don't know much about it.
Bells says, what if Vaughn from Throne of Glass just pops up out of the blue and steals the show?
I don't even remember Vaughn. We finished Heir of Fire. I haven't progressed in my mind mentally beyond that. Remind me what book he's in.
Colleen says, I'm sorry, she has to go to Throne of Glass World.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Instagram says. Instagram? Hey, you guys are finally talking. Me shading Instagram. You guys are brilliant. You have taught me so much. Oh my God, thank you. If POV from another world happens, I will have watery bowels. What if it's like mostly Prithian world and then we pick up in another world?
Yeah, that would be so interesting.
I think that would surprise her. I think she'd be writing it and would be like, oh, I need to go over here.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess one of the questions is, who trapped Koschei? I don't remember if it was supposed to be Queen Thea. I don't think it is. Because what if who trapped Koschei matters to the arc and the plot, and that requires them to travel somewhere?
I like it.
Vaughn was part of the cadre that disappeared. In the
Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy interview, she said she thinks of him a lot.
I remember she said the POV would offer a lot of insight.
Ooh, what if it's Mama Archeron?
Yeah. I think we might cross time and space. I think it's all up for grabs.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to reread the entire series because I don't remember much detail and I feel like everything could be important. I agree. You should also re-listen to every episode we've ever done.
Everybody.
Every single person. Let's get it up again, shall we? We are back from Romantasy Con and every single part of my body is in pain except for my feet. thanks to my Gabby sneakers by Vionic.
There is something so special about wearing my Uptown sneakers that makes me feel cute while also making sure I don't suffer in the process.
You know, it just screams Taurus energy.
It really
you're
does.
Cute and you're comfortable.
Yeah.
My God, feed your astrology sign.
What makes them so comfortable is Vionic's exclusive ViaMotion technology. Vionic shoes began by revolutionizing medical orthotics, and today they continue to use that science to engineer shoes that leave you feeling energized and confident all day, even when you're at a convention and you're walking day after day.
I don't think I've walked that much in such a long time, and there was one day where I wore different shoes and I regretted it immediately.
They even offer a 30-day guarantee. You can wear them to your convention, love them, or return them for a full refund within 30 days.
I might just be buying another pair for the next convention. We do have BookCon in April, and you can have your Vionics when you use code BookTalk at checkout for 15% off your entire order at vionicshoes.com when you log into your account. It's a one-time use only.
Vionic shoes, wearable well-being for your feet.
Risu says, what if she talks about when Bryce fell through the portal from Reese and Feyre's POV? Like when she arrived.
Yeah.
And it starts way back then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I am so curious as to when it's going to pick up.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a lot of aftermath after Crescent City 3 that has left the ACOTAR world messy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, you know, like, what did Nesta do type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very curious about that. The POVs make me feel things. Oh, someone says I need to reread. Oh, sorry. Before we go into that, going back to Esty, she said something about like how people feel obligated for her to put out books and being mad that she's absent. And we joked about it, but mostly out of the context of like, you know, work around our podcast schedule, please.
Yes.
Which is obviously being
joking.
very facetious.
Very facetious. We did talk yesterday about people being entitled and feeling like, look, I'm surprised at the authors who crank out one book a year. Like most authors don't do that.
Yeah.
And I think, especially in the romantasy space, we're spoiled because people want to stay relevant, but that's not normal.
No, it's not normal. I mean, it's the amount of work that authors have to do to publish a book. I do appreciate all of the insight we now have in seeing friends and talking to authors and just their whole journey. Sometimes things don't happen for a long time and then suddenly it's like, we need your edits now.
Yeah.
It's very quickly. I feel bad.
Yeah.
May I join their ranks? May we both join their ranks.
And be stressed for the rest of our lives.
Woo! I'm curious if we get the same story in different POVs. I don't know if that's too obvious. No, I'm open for everything. This is from Reagan. In a world of I'm so sorry that happened and you'll get through this. Nesta was there telling me I'm here with you. We're broken and that's okay. Take as long as you need to dwell here. And when you're ready to move on because you want to, not because you're supposed to, I'll be there too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Reagan.
That is really beautiful.
My God.
I actually just, typed that out in my notes about how knowing even more so than before how Silver Flames is reflective of SJM's experience makes it even more relatable.
Yeah.
Especially for someone who has experienced severe depression, chronic depression. I think for the people who have that experience, it's easy to see themselves.
Yeah.
And to be like, okay, people get it. And the fact that, sometimes I can't get out of bed. Sometimes I feel like a failure for no reason.
It also kind of captures to me, you and I have talked about this, where you just want to like fast forward to the good part.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're in a moment of struggle, of having to figure it out, of having to stay strong.
Yeah.
And like, you're so aware of that you're having to be strong. I think that's one of the hardest feelings that we don't talk enough about, where it's like, it's like, okay, I need to withstand. And sometimes you can do it. Other times you may not. But even when you're just kind of like, I have to freaking keep doing this.
Yeah.
I have to keep taking this.
Yeah.
And you're just like hoping that you'll get to the good part.
Yeah.
That's life.
That hits me real hard.
That is a hard one. Oh, what if she explores under Ramiel?
I
would like that.
Hope so.
I would approve.
Because that's the mountain that hasn't been explored yet.
We gotta. Suri says, sometimes readers are so mean to authors.
Yep.
Genuinely. We have a friend who is coming out with a book. So excited. I can't believe it. I'm really excited for her. And currently ARC readers are leaving reviews. And I was just going through, she was talking about it, so I wanted to go look at it too. The reviews are great because of course it's a great book. One person left a bad review saying, "Oh, I didn't realize I'm not into fantasy until I was a few chapters in."
Oh my God. And so you rated the book badly because you have a problem?
Yeah. Because you didn't realize you don't like fantasy.
You don't have to review the book.
You don't have to review it then. Or then give it a 5-star. You know what I mean? As an apology.
Yeah. Seriously.
How bullshit is that? When I saw that, I was mad. I didn't want to text her. No. But I want her to know that I know I saw it. And I am tempted to bully that person.
We don't do that. TikTok. Don't shadow ban us.
I would never. It's just like, be a better person,
Yeah.
I found her response to Tamlin super interesting on whether he'd have a redemption. I wonder if her response about that means that he's going to have one. Like, that's the thing is like, sometimes she would say things in a way of like, I don't know, where it's like, or does that mean it's coming and you're giving us like a pre-answer?
Right.
Which I bet there's a fair amount of that.
Yeah. On TikTok, we have, sorry, folks, if we can't read your username, the phone's too far away. And I don't know why the font is gray.
Yeah.
Someone says, people have become so self-revolving and it drives me nuts. Another viewer says, there's such an odd parasocialism with authors now that primarily becomes so negative. It is so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it about humanity and feeling like they're entitled to access?
I think that there's something about social media that's made it feel more self-entitled.
Yeah.
Because especially algorithms, because now we are catered. Like we open our phone and we are catered to everything we want.
Right.
Even like every suggestion, every recipe, every video is what the algorithm knows what we want. So when we know when we're going to open our phone, we're going to open our phone to something that's good for us, that we like. And that alone, I think, starts to add entitlement to everyone.
Yeah.
And then you start to apply that to everywhere else.
Right. Because what the algorithm does is it creates convenience.
Yeah.
And so anything that is not convenient makes us mad.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. I get road rage too. However, it doesn't mean...
No, but sometimes they cut you off and it's just like justifiable. Like this bitch this morning. Kendall says, so is it ACOTAR 6 and 7 or ACOTAR 6, 1, and 2? It's ACOTAR 6, 7, 8 with parts 1, 2, 3, 4. So ACOTAR 6, which is part 1, comes out in October. ACOTAR 7, which is part 2 and 3, comes out in January. And ACOTAR 8, which is part 4, comes out later next year.
Did she confirm that it's like, are they all going to be different names? Like the books?
Yeah.
The volumes?
I mean, she said that it's an arc.
Right. But my question is...
They have to be different names. I mean, out of like publishing guidelines, like because each book has to have their own, not IP. There's like a code or an ID. I can't remember. I'm not blanking out on it. ISBN. So each book has to have its own ISBN. And that means they each have to have their own name. So just on the most like basic functioning level of it.
Yeah. From an industry perspective.
Just because it's like purely being able to do sales, right? Because if you were to go in and you're going to buy that book, you're going to buy it. Like you can't say I'll have ACOTAR 3, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll have the orange. I don't know why I can't. A court of POVs.
Kendall says 3. When do we get the 3rd? TJ says, my guess is July. SJM was actively working on edits for the 3rd one, for part 4.
She said she was like heading to Montana to work on them.
Yeah.
To which I said, Papa, please find her. Is she a neighbor, Papa? He said he'll get back to me on that. And but yeah, I think what's also surprising is how sometimes like you do crunch on edits like before they publish. They want the book super advanced, but then they'll make edits until like the last second.
Yeah.
Because they don't run it until a few months before. Yeah. Like a couple, like and maybe 2 months. Yeah. Printing. Like, so if a book was published in January, they start running it in November. Everyone take a sip.
TJ says, take a sip is a vocal stim of mine.
Hydrating with wine. Hope that's okay. Absolutely. Sip. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for confirming.
Wow, the skin is glistening, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Part of it is sweat. Part of it is...
I washed mine off.
I'm sweating.
I'm listening. Alrighty, let us continue with listener thoughts.
Maybe I'm just too deep in the corporate world, but to me, this felt like a pretty clear PR move to promote the upcoming books, not the deep dive into her work that some fans were expecting. The fact that the interview was focused mostly on Akatar rather than the other two series also makes it seem like the goal was to build conversation and hype around the upcoming releases. I still thought that the interview was interesting. Sarah is obviously a very intelligent and well-spoken woman, and I appreciated her sharing how her own experiences shaped the books she wrote. That said, I think some fans expected her to answer questions that, from a business standpoint, she has no real reason to answer yet because it would undermine the hype around future books, which made them disappointed with the interview. People are also quick to read too much into her words or put things in her mouth about what's coming next, but I think we should trust her to tell the stories she wants to tell. I completely agree. Well, and here's the thing. Everything's a PR move.
I think it's insulting and selfish to think that authors aren't businesswomen too.
Right. Yep.
Because you got to make a livelihood. They have to be strategic. They have to market. They have to go into contracts. Whether you're trad, that's traditional published for the people who don't know. Whether you're indie or you're trad, like you still have to make business choices. You're going to have to open up your own LLC. You have to file those taxes. You have to negotiate contracts. You have to decide what's your best move. It is insulting to think that authors, I'm going to say women because like forget the men, but it's insulting to think that like female authors aren't businesswomen and to not give them credit for that.
Right. And making smart moves.
And it's like, it's hard because this is art that they're producing. And so people resonate on such a visceral, emotional reaction that like not you guys are better than this, but like all the readers can feel is emotion, right? Like I resonate so much with this. I love this so much that they then forget that, yes, this incredible author wrote something absolutely amazing that you get to connect to. But she's got to do stuff too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she still has to get it made one way or another.
I'm sure, she probably gets huge advances. In order for her to keep making money, she has to sell the books.
Yeah.
She has to sell the books beyond what advance she was given if she's going to keep making money. If the publishers are going to keep making money, she's obligated to that for her to be still desirable to the publishers, right? And so everything, unfortunately, is part of the system, part of the capitalism system.
Yeah.
For us to lose sight of that is unfortunate because, look, Alex Cooper, already very successful. I can guarantee she's going to make so much money off that one episode.
Yeah.
Because of how much Sarah J. Maas's fans who don't listen to Call Her Daddy, myself included, listened to that podcast and might go back and listen to it multiple times.
I also bet that there was negotiation on revenue on how much SJM gets for being a guest on the podcast.
Yep. I bet there's revenue sharing on that.
Yeah. She's too big and she'd bring in too much money not to have that.
Right.
I don't think that every single guest may do that, but I wouldn't be like, Call Her Daddy, she brings in so many guests that like, I think she'd have to negotiate.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I wish with my whole heart that SJM would come on our podcast, but she's not going to come on our podcast unless we agree to pay her.
We don't know. Maybe she takes pity on us. Side note before we forget it, we don't see it, but someone says off note, I've listened to your podcast for years and love being able to put face to voice. Hey.
You guys can also watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
We do post our episodes on YouTube, and there's a video version of most episodes, not all episodes.
Yeah.
But most.
Someone says going into detail on book content, I think would take away from the reading experience.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about our podcast?
No, she's talking about Milika's.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
That's what we do. They're responding to themselves, especially with it being an unfinished story.
Yeah.
Literally never listened to Call Her Daddy, but watched the entire episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it again.
Right. Exactly. People are going to be dissecting this episode for a long time. SJM and Alex Cooper knew exactly what they were doing.
Yes. Oh, SJM was wearing all blue, like Azriel.
She also posted, someone said in our Patreon yesterday, the caption had a blue heart and a pink heart, which is why Elriel's think it's going to be Elriel, not Gwynriel.
No. I reject it.
I hope.
I reject it.
Why else would she talk about mates and true mates? What nature versus true love are. Hey, TJ, no.
I agree. No. She's going to if this happens, I think she's going to kill Lucian.
Ooh, interesting.
I felt like what she said confirmed Lucian Elaine.
You said
Real.
that. You said that to me, and then I listened to it, and I felt the exact opposite.
No.
Because
no, she goes into like true mates, and I get it. Like,
but she also, for me, it was more like what she said was Elaine has her own shit she's got to work through, and how do you think you would, or she feels the man that is her mate is the one who put her into the cauldron.
Yeah, it's complicated, and she loves complicated. She does complicated so well.
Let's see. I don't think Elriel will happen yet, team. I think we'll have to wait a while.
We are going to so many book conventions the next couple months, and do I need a whole new wardrobe?
I think so, because I'm not prepared for weather in New York.
Honestly, I am not about the fast fashion. I am all about Quince and how they prefer quality over quantity.
Quince makes high-quality wardrobe staples using premium fabrics, like 100% silk and organic cotton.
They even have a lightweight cotton cashmere sweater that's perfect for the changing seasons, especially in New York. And they have amazing spring colors, so I'll be able to be very versatile with all of the cute sweaters they have.
Quince clothing is consistently rated 4.5 to 5 stars by thousands of customers. Real people wearing these pieces every day actually love them. And honestly, they're better than some of my favorite expensive brands.
I personally love my boyfriend sweater that I got last year, and I still wear it all the time. And I'm sad that it's going to be warm, so I guess I'm going to have to find another sweater.
Stop waiting to build the wardrobe you actually want. You don't need a closet full of options. You just need pieces that work for you.
Right now, go to quince.com/booktalk for free shipping and 365-day returns.
That's a full year to wear it and love it. And you will.
Quince is now available in Canada too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last.
Go to quince.com/booktalk, BOOKTALK, for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/booktalk.
I'm preparing to get married, which means I'm thinking a lot about what it means to merge finances. And I think I'm going with Chime.
Chime isn't just another banking app. They unlock smarter banking for everyday people with products like MyPay, giving you access to up to $500 of your paycheck anytime and getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Some of these old banks still don't do this.
We're at Romantasy BookCon, and I don't get paid for another 2 days. I could really use Chime right now.
I don't get paid for another 2 days too. I'm really sad it's not stopping me from buying everything, but it is also making me want to switch to Chime.
Because they don't have overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, or monthly fees.
You can also earn up to 3% APY on savings. That's 7 times higher than a traditional bank.
It's also rated 5 stars by USA Today for customer service because they have real humans 24/7.
And with the Chime card, it's the new way to build credit history with your own money and get rewarded every single day.
There's no annual fees, no interest, and no strings attached. Who can resist that?
Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
It just takes a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/booktalk. That's chime.com/booktalk. BOOKTALK.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
So we're back.
So one of the comments on Talk was saying that SJM always ends her captions with a sparkly heart, and there's always multiple sparkly hearts, and then she changes the emoji between the sparkly hearts, and that's supposed to be code. And there were music notes in between this one. I'm not sure where this caption is. I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Someone said that. I saw that they said it was pink and blue.
That's what I thought.
Are for the book covers.
Oh, interesting. I could see that. But Wings in Ruin was pink already.
You know, maybe
it's
wants, it's a different.
No,
not that one.
Go back to her pinned ones. That one right there.
In just a few months, blah, blah, blah.
It's music note, which people are saying is Gwen.
I mean, in like Moon and Star, that's very Reese coded. So we could be getting Reese point of view. We didn't really get Reese point of view. I think a Reese point of view would surprise her. It would surprise me.
We've gotten a couple first person point of view from Reese. Do we think the book cover color is supposed to reference dusk? Ooh, the Moon and Star. Maybe that's like twilight, dusk. We'll see.
I see. Should I text my father?
Historically, she did a lightning bolt for Hosab. Thank you for the context, Bells.
My God. So on top of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can't be SJM popular and also like Taylor Swift and not want to leave Easter eggs everywhere.
Caller Daddy said that every time she was like talking about a certain thing, she would put her hand out in a very certain way to show her nails. Let me see if I can find
SJM, what?
Yeah.
Because that's some Taylor Swift shit.
That would be some Taylor Swift shit, which I respect.
This is from Stevie. This interview made me fall even more in love with SJM. Her vulnerability to share her struggles and the way that impacts her writing, you can really feel that in her books. I believe that is why her series stand apart from so many others out there. Her characters feel so real and relatable, they make me want to come back to them again and again. I am so excited for ACOTAR 6 and 7, and I can't wait to hear your takes on this new style/formatting and how this setup might differ from a typical trilogy. I love what she had to say about Feyre's pregnancy, and as a mom myself, I can't wait to see how SJM evolves her character into motherhood and how that will differ from the standard mother's curse in so many books. Capital M, capital C, mother's curse.
You're proud of yourself.
I really am. Also, just have to say that I love SJM is obsessed with the K-pop Demon Hunters playlist, as I've been playing it on repeat for months too. Love you both, and listening to this podcast is always something I look forward to. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Allie, you're so right.
What did she say?
Guys, I'm really not trying to fight or be Delulu, but her nails matches Bryce's manicure. The pink to blue ombre.
Oh. Bryce is coming back.
I think so.
To me, it's impossible for Crescent City World not to come into this.
I think so.
I also felt very confident in a lot of things in Crescent City 3, so my confidence can be
shattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very often.
We can be very wrong.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to SJM's take on motherhood in Feyre's postpartum. Yeah, I think so. I think she will take time to be either in Reese's or Feyre's point of view.
Yeah.
To honor the postpartum experience.
Yeah.
I think the Reese point of view probably surprised her, because when she says like the POVs surprised her, I think Reese is going to be one of those surprises.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's my dream. Crystal says, hello, ladies.
Hello.
I feel like such an asshole after watching her interview. I always felt that Silver Flames and House of Flame and Shadow were not as well written as the previous SJM books, not just for the plot and the tropes, but for the quality of writing and the character development, and felt that perhaps SJM had run out of inspiration and fallen into commercial traps of writing cliches. To hear that she has been going through stuff while writing them has made me think I was quick to judge her. I'm a mother of 3, and everything she talked about pregnancy and how she explored that in Silver Flames resonated so much with me. I want more FMCs who are mothers and yet still have adventures to live and still have a story to tell. Our lives aren't over, people. Want stories about periods and postpartum depression, postpartum sex, and judging roles and identities. She touched me so deeply, and I want to tell her thank you, because you created space for the female voice, my voice, to be heard like never before. I think it's great for people to recognize that, to be able to say, wow, I really went too hard, or you know, maybe I didn't give it space to take time and looking into it. I will say, when you listen to our Silver Flames season, we do go pretty hard on how masterful this is, like the book is.
Yeah.
If you've ever felt like Silver Flames was not, like if you read Silver Flames and it just didn't feel like it clicked for you, or like there wasn't enough plot or anything like that. Like I would say, I'm going to toot my own horn here, toot our horns, choo choo, is that we do a good job on showing why it is so well written and arguably what we believe one of her best books.
Yeah. Someone says, I think the modernism of Crescent City has affected the tone and writing style and pushes our comfort for a bit. And we kind of talked about this yesterday. I think there's a lot about why people are critical of, and I'm also critical of the Crescent City series. And there are a lot of people who are critical of Silver Flames. And quite frankly, I think it deals with things that we're uncomfortable with. In Silver Flames, it deals with pregnancy trope. It deals with, you know, what it means to make mistakes and what it means to hate yourself and depression. And
like, I can tell you exactly my issues with Crescent City. It was too smart for me. Like, it was not, I don't want to say it was too smart for me, but you had to pay attention reading. That was exactly I was like, oh, I have to focus on what you're saying.
Yeah. Colleen did say, Flame and Shadow felt rushed to me. I agree. And that's an example of a book where she probably felt like she wanted more space.
Yeah.
And that's probably what inspired.
Well, here's a question. And Colleen, let me know. Have you gone and reread it?
I have not.
We have not. And I don't want to say for me that it felt rushed until I read it again. Because did it feel rushed or did we feel rushed reading it?
Yeah.
You haven't reread it. Yeah. And I think that for me personally, I had criticisms of Crescent City 3 that I hold the right. I need to reread it because we were rushed reading it. We were all trying to down it.
Before we got spoiled.
Yeah. We all have we all had opinions on what we think it should have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that when I'm ready to reread Crescent City 3, which I'm so annoyed that it means I probably need to do it soon. It's just her prose are like so intense. And I bet we're going to have an entirely different opinion going in on it without our expectations.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Going back to something that was said earlier that I forgot to address. I'm nervous about reviewing 6 and 7 because they'll come out so close together, but we're going to be reviewing them without having read the whole arc.
I know. So we're going to have to...
I think it's going to be incomplete.
We're going to do fantastic. We won't be incomplete. That's not what she's saying. We're going to be perfect. I think what will be good for us, because we haven't confirmed, Amy and I still need to talk, but we're pretty sure that we need to look at how the seasons line up. We're going to do ACOTAR 7 analysis immediately after, within weeks of it coming out.
6, you mean?
6. And then 7 again.
Ooh, question.
When do we breathe?
Shouldn't we do Flame and Shadow first?
You're right.
Which means we have to skip Assassin's Blade and Queen of Shadow.
You guys, talk us through. Talk us through.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Someone said, didn't she have to rewrite Flame and Shadow? I think she had to rewrite. Was it Flame and Shadow or Silver? Oh, Flame and Shadow.
It
That's
was
correct.
Flame and Shadow.
That is correct. Unpopular opinion. Crescent City is my favorite series of hers. A lot of people. I was surprised about that. I also think Crescent City 3 could have been part 4. Crescent City 4. I think she said that before, that it could have been 4. And then she was like, I need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
So there is an element there. Perfection always, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk this through. We are currently doing Silver Flames.
Yeah.
Maybe do your initial thoughts with ACOTAR 6 and then do a deep dive analysis after Flame and Shadow. Okay, hear us out. This is about competition and making sure our podcast is on top of it.
Yeah.
So we're doing Silver Flames now. That goes into... Silver Flames is a 12 episode thing. I want you guys to know that because the episode, we have to read more pages. It's a lot.
Do you mind pulling up your calendar on your phone so I can look at it?
Yeah. All right. Well, Amy does that. I'm going to look to see what's going on Instagram. If you guys have opinions there, feel free to share. Did the interview get y'all excited for the next book? Hell yeah. I'm proud that she put her heart into these characters. They poured into me so deeply. I feel an odd sense of connection with SJM. Amazing.
Also submitting PTO for October 27th.
It's not even funny. Oh, we're back to when do we do? Did you look at the calendar?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Sorry.
Forgot. Okay. So here's what we're thinking. Now this changes everything.
Yeah.
We do our Silver Flames analysis. Then we do Flame and Shadow. Would ACOTAR 6 analysis be more of a read along? No. We would
read the whole thing
and then go back and read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we would power listen and then go straight into analysis.
Right. And so we would only be able to analyze it within the context of that book. We would not be able to anticipate breadcrumbs for what happens later.
But we can do it breadcrumbs within the book. I hope your first read through is enjoying
the story.
That's
not
really
about the podcast.
sweet.
Here's the thing.
That's what's going to happen.
I enjoy the stories more through the podcast.
It's true. You know what's funny is like through the podcast, I don't get as stressed about it.
Yeah.
Like the stories stress me out.
That's very
And I know that this is going to, like, ACOTAR 6 is just going to stress me out. I appreciate them through you guys so much more, which is wild. Thank you. Because book 7 is the second and third part in the next book, but it's all one story arc.
Yeah, but then the third book is part 4. See, this is what happens when we're trying to be relevant.
I know. Relevancy's a bitch. The thing is, we would never even do all of them. Imagine doing 3 books, 4 parts, and like that would take a year.
That would take a year.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm personally happy that we have like a beat.
Yeah. SD is saying you need to be relevant. We want you to be more successful.
Thank you. I agree.
Maybe after the next 3 ACOTAR, you do a long book club and then get back into Throne of Glass. I agree with Colleen on
Thank you. Oh, so hi friends, I'm new here. Hi, welcome. So we're Book Talk for Book Talk. We're a literary podcast.
And we deep dive into the writings of your favorite novels.
What does that mean? It means Amy and I have way too much education when it comes to books and how to do analysis, and we are sick and tired of people poo-pooing upon romantasy. So we're like, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a literary analysis through different literary lenses to prove that these books are fan-freaking-tastic.
Mm-hmm.
And we started it 4 years ago.
Crazy.
Well, technically, we recorded it almost 4.5 years ago.
We recorded it 4.5 years ago, but it aired 4 years ago.
And then we post it, and then you listen to it. And then we say thank you.
And then we said, oh, we have to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, you guys did the intro thing. You know what's funny is that we don't remember it.
When you put us on the spot and we have to actually record it.
Yeah. It turns into...
it's because there's been so many variations.
The best podcast with the best people. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys.
Thank you.
Keep
and
going.
Misty's online and has sent us clapping.
Oh, thanks, Misty. All right. So now we're going to rapid fire people's thoughts on SJM's interview with Call Her Daddy. Theories on who the next ACOTAR series seems like she's branching from expected Elaine book. I agree. Whatever it is, it surprised her, and I'm hoping it's from Other Worlds.
I think it is going to be from Other Worlds. It's got to be the Coast Chase story, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the next logical thing plot-wise. So what perspectives are required for that?
Someone says, I was hoping to have a Throne of Glass novella.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Praying she brings back some Throne of Glass characters. I felt like Alex didn't really read Throne of Glass and was only reading fan opinions on Throne of Glass.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fair. Throne of Glass is a lot. There was more detailed discussion on ACOTAR and Crescent City than Throne of Glass. I feel like that means there's more crossover between the two.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily that, I mean, maybe Alex didn't read Throne of Glass and doesn't know it as well, but yeah. I believe it's more along the lines of...
Here's the thing. Going back to what you said earlier, SJM would have gotten the questions ahead of time.
Yeah.
If there were Throne of Glass questions, SJM could have easily said, don't ask these questions. Focus on these questions.
Yes. Yeah.
So it isn't necessarily Alex's fault. Usually it's an agreed upon thing.
Also, let's consider storytelling here. Alex and SJM knew that the episode was going to end with an ACOTAR 6 announcement.
Yeah.
She's not going to mention Throne of Glass and then take it to an ACOTAR announcement.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to, she's telling a narrative. She's trying to get you to remember.
Right.
ACOTAR. She's trying to get you to love it again. And then so she can announce.
Right. And the last book she published was Crescent City.
Yeah.
So she's going to talk about Crescent City too.
As well.
That's what I meant.
Sleep is important to everyone, but I am bipolar, and sleep is one of the most important things that I can do to protect not just my mental health, but my physical health. I always strive to get around 8 hours of sleep a night. Honestly, I have to shoot from 8 to 10 hours a night. And it is so important for me to know that everything in my body is helping me get that balanced sleep that I really need.
For me, the big shift was realizing that sleep isn't just about hours. It's the foundation for everything: performance, mood, focus, recovery, even how you age.
The part that surprised me is that you can't fully understand your sleep without looking at your lab tests. If your sleep is off, your results will likely show it with elevated inflammation and shifts in glucose and cholesterol. And when sleep improves, that's going to show too.
That's what I appreciate about Function. It gives you real data so you know what's happening inside your body. Sleep isn't just a habit, it's biology. And if you want to look deeper to see whether you're improving it or troubleshooting how to improve it, you have to measure it.
I have my first appointment with Function to get my blood drawn for next week. What I did appreciate about it, though, is that they are making sure that it's coordinated around my period. They weren't just like, come here, give us blood. It was like, hey, let's make sure you get the best results possible.
Be like Jack and own your health. Start by understanding what's happening beneath the surface.
Function gives you access to 160 plus lab tests each year, including advanced markers for heart health, inflammation, stress, hormones, toxins, and more for $365 a year.
Learn more and join Function using our link. Visit www.functionhealth.com/booktalk or use gift code BOOKTALK25, that's BOOKTALK 25, for a $25 credit toward your membership.
I decided to start taking a GLP-1 because it was the final missing piece to my comprehensive wellness journey. Last year, my health was going to be my main priority. And for me, my wellness goals include energy, consistency, and long-term health. And Brello was able to bring a provider guidance that has made this process feel very supportive and legit.
What's so great about Brello is the focus is your long-term health. Your provider is committed to a sustainable approach to your wellness. Brello focuses on habits, education, and provides that structure for you to ensure that longevity along with provider oversight.
I've used other services before, and Brello is the only one that has their provider call me and actually talk to a real human being who is able to answer my questions. But beyond that, you also get access to an amazing private online community for support and accountability. Brello also has an easy-to-use app to track progress. It manages reminders and stays on top of renewals. Everything's managed online, making it easier to stay consistent over time, and the medications are delivered to your door.
Brello has clear upfront pricing with one flat monthly cost. If you're approved for a GLP-1 plan, they start as low as $133 per month with a 3-month commitment.
Go to BrelloHealth.com to see if you qualify and explore their GLP-1 plans, starting at $133 per month for your first 3 months, plus access to their app, community, and wellness classes. That's BRELLO health.com.
All patients must meet with a healthcare provider prior to any medication being prescribed or dispensed. Any medications ultimately dispensed to a patient will be done pursuant to a valid prescription from a healthcare provider. Compounded drug products are not FDA approved. FDA does not evaluate compounded products for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Compounded medications are not reviewed or verified by the FDA for safety, effectiveness, or quality and are not FDA approved. Not available in all 50 states.
Oh, cover and title. What color do you think it's going to be?
I think it should be purple. I'm looking at the books right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's going to be black.
But she just did the Night Court version.
It's sparkly black.
Because Silver Flames is orange.
No. Oh, yeah. You don't have Silver Flames up there.
I don't have a physical copy.
Wow. Oh, someone says gray and purple. Interesting. The fact that she didn't answer the speed questions just proves that we get all of our answers. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
She did not do a good job dodging those.
I mean, it's the speed questions were going to have to be there. And it was just a whole lot of like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah. Very excited, planning my reread. Maybe part 1 is Asriel, 2 and 3 as Elaine Lucian.
Ooh. This made Nesta Defenders emotional. I loved her talking about Nesta and Silver Flames. Yes. It made everyone emotional, and it made me feel validated and superior. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Just because we've recorded 4 episodes of Silver Flames, and we everything she talked about is what we were already saying on the episodes that we recorded before this interview even came out.
Yep.
Proud, cocky.
I just really want to see the covers. Yes, I do.
When do you think we're going to get the cover announcement? I feel like covers.
It would be with
August?
The pre-read, or it will be with the pre-order. Pre-orders start 6 months prior, so April, end of April, early May.
But you can still do pre's before you do the cover.
That's true. I think pre-orders will start in April, May.
I think it might be like an August situation
for the cover reveal.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think about like our friends who have books coming out. Like Hannah Nicole Mayer's book is August and she's already revealed the cover.
Tina, our other friend, her books comes out now in November and she revealed the cover a couple months ago or a month or so ago. I think it just depends. It depends on all of it. At least the title of the book. Agreed. So she might even do a title release of the book and then a cover reveal. A Court of Moon and Light. She can't. You can't freaking use shadow or flames again.
I wonder, because Silver Flames didn't have the and. I wonder if the rest of the books are not going to have the and.
Oh, you're right. Oh, wow. I never put that together.
Oh, really?
No. Court of Silver and Flames.
So Farah's story always had the and.
Yeah.
And Silver Flames did not, because it's Nesta's story.
A Court of Azrael lore, please. Agreed. Nature chose wrong plus the crossover.
Nature chose wrong for Reese's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Nature chose wrong for Elaine.
Do you know what I felt in that moment, though, when it's like nature chose wrong?
Uh-huh.
I wonder, and I don't know if she's doing this on purpose. I felt like it was you can say that for trans individuals when they were born in the wrong body. Nature chose wrong. Like who you are is not what you were born with. Like sometimes nature chooses wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was like just a me thing looking at that or if there was a layer to that.
I don't know.
Some
title recommendations. A court-ordered paternity test.
For Gwen.
A Court of Stolen Queens.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Oh, a Court of Jack and Amy. Not accepting any more Nesta slander. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That had to be a mating bond rejection clue for Az and Elaine. I agree.
The reason why I think that's not it is because it's too big of a clue. It's so obvious if her saying, yeah, she's going to reject the bond and go with Azrael. Like, you know what I mean? Like she said that. And to me, that is too, if it's actually true, it's too big of a spoiler.
Maybe it's in 4 books it'll happen.
I think that I'm happy. I feel like I'm proving myself right again. If it was like actually Elaine and Azrael, I don't think she would have given us that big of a clue. I think that it's a true thing that sometimes nature chooses wrong.
Oh, wait. Okay. I have a different.
Someone says they agree with me.
Let's forget, because none of us are going to agree about Elaine.
Yeah.
And who she's going to end up with and who's going to end up with Azrael.
Uh-huh.
So let's talk about Moore and nature choosing wrong. What if Moore's mate is Eris, but she's queer?
Which I think goes into you were born a certain way.
Yeah.
I think that is correct. Because to me, it was giving queer.
It was
giving queer coded when she said that. I always had that theory too. Thank you, Amy. Yes. I think more. Oh my God. People give me more. If that's the case, I would feel 1, proud of you. 2, when she was talking about it, it did feel so queer coded.
Yeah. And it would make sense why Eris thinks he did Moore a favor.
Yeah. Because if it's a mate, he gets to claim her legally.
Right.
Because that's the rule, right? Like there's a legal, because even when Farah was with Tamlin, he legally had rights to Farah because they were engaged. The only thing that would break that was
a mating bond.
So even within this world, there's a lot of women being treated horribly.
Ooh, when she talked about the new POV shedding a lot of light and clarity, I thought Moore. But what if it's Eris? But what if the new POV is Eris? That would be cool.
That would be really cool. If we got more Fall Court, like if we got to have Autumn Court, it's like if we had Autumn Court content, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
I agree. This is canon. This is my truth. I think the mating bond being rejected, regardless of what happens with Elaine and Azrael, her talking about rejecting nature choosing wrong is 100% more. Yeah. But that would also be risky because I feel like people might be annoyed if they're saying like you can't have queer mates. But isn't there another queer couple that are mates in the series?
I think so.
Is it
Daycourt?
Not. I think it might be Dawn.
Dawn Court. Maybe it's Dawn Court.
And his lover
are not confirmed mates.
This is way out of date. But TAR was Farah's Roses and Thorns. Mist and Fury is Farah's Mist and Fury and
Wings and Ruin.
Sam, I need a little bit more explanation. You're using acronyms that I may not know.
No, she's just saying the first book was Farah's Roses and Thorns, like the good and the bad.
Okay.
Mist and Fury was Farah's Mist and Fury, so like her confusion and her fury.
Gotcha.
Wings and Ruin was Farah's Wings
and her ruin. Okay, now I'm back on. Good job, Sam. I like it. I think that if we go in the route of more of having a male mate, SJM needs other mates who are queer in the world, which I think she can very easily add.
Yeah, I agree.
And then that becomes a very beautiful metaphor.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep, I agree.
Wow. You rocked us all, Amy.
So Sam says the next book will describe the heroine because Silver Flames is Nesta's Silver Flames. Whoever it's about, whether it's Elaine or Nesta.
So if it's Elaine, it's a court of boring, be more interesting. A court of passive flowers. A court of maybe you should be better.
Esty says, hey.
No, she's saying hi. No, she's just saying hi. That's all.
Court of giving Elaine a personality.
Hey, yeah. Elaine is going to surprise us all. Yes. Elaine is one of those things that when I think about her, she is complex that I'm not giving her credit for.
Esty says, no, girl, I'm calling you out.
I respect it.
So it sounds like Elaine is going to have quite the journey. So someone's assuming.
I bet Elaine's journey and who her mate and who she ends up with is going to be resolved within one book. Book 1. And then he gets taken away or something happens. Because you can't have Elaine's mate journey be about like lasting all those books. Farrah, Nesta, their mate journey happened in one book.
That's fair.
So I think Elaine's mate journey is going to be ACOTAR 6. We've already gotten several books of it drawn out. We have Wings and Ruin, Frost and Starlight, and Silver Flames. We have 3 books of her mate journey being drawn out.
Yeah.
I think ACOTAR 6 will figure out her mates pretty quickly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Elaine's mate journey cannot happen without her actually getting to know Lucien.
And I think that's going to be the first book of 6.
Yeah.
Like the first book of this arc. As soon as we get Elaine's POV, we will know. Yeah.
It could last if she rejects first and then falls in love later.
And I agree, but SJM, her books aren't about love. It's about the story of the FMC, right? And love is just a big aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, but her stories are about the FMC becoming strong and coming to her own power.
Yeah.
Like, I think she could be like at the very end, oh my God, I choose you and I love you. And then he gets kidnapped or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it'll obviously leave on a cliffhanger and then that could be like everything continued. But it's the same way that like with Mist and Fury, Farrah and Rhys end up together and then she goes away. I think it would be along those lines.
Yeah.
SJM's going to have to pull out a crazy arc for Elaine to make me tolerate that girl. If I think about it, she is very interesting. I choose not to think about it. Love that she's so beyond following trad publishing rules and expectations. Agreed. I really loved the interview. I've never watched an SJM interview. She's never done an interview like this that I've seen.
No. Free choice, mates not being true love. It's L real plain and simple. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to read that.
No, it's okay. To me, it's like you've proven your point.
Yeah.
SJM saying like a lot. No,
you guys,
you can't complain about her saying like a lot and listen to us.
Yeah, it's true.
It's even with editing. We still say like a lot. So,
and we've had 4 years of practice.
We gave up around year 2.
I'm so excited to experience this new format she's giving us and loved hearing her story.
Someone said we are now all like how much she threw her mother-in-law under the bus because we now know her mother-in-law thinks about SJM and her husband doing the deed.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Esty says, we are millennials. Leave the like alone.
Agreed. Also, we live in the valley.
Yeah.
There was no hope for us to begin with.
And I think she lived in the valley too.
For a little bit. When she lived here.
You know, California could have poisoned her. Who knows? Oh, you know what? This made me think. So I want to read this one.
Go ahead.
I didn't love her reason or excuse for stripping FMC powers at the end. Seemed like a cop-out. I'm going to choose to give her grace on this because I did make a note of this, whether it's an excuse or not, or a cop out, her saying, I didn't think of them losing their power as an actual loss of power. I thought of it as proof that women are badass no matter what.
Yeah.
And I actually am okay with that. The thing that made them unique is not the whole story of that person.
I feel like for Aelin, she did a great explanation of like, well, what does Aelin's story look like now that she doesn't have power?
Yeah.
You know, I think as a writer, I can understand, like, I get it both ways, right? As a writer, I can understand her looking at the more like metaphorical way of looking about things, the more interesting route.
Mm-hmm.
As a reader, I can understand being like, well, I want my girls to still be powerful.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm okay with it. Like, it's her choice. She explained it and I respect it.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand though, like, well, I wish they still had it, but it's kind of like well, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So because of Flame and Shadow, any guesses as to when the timeline-wise ACOTAR 6 picks up? Okay, I have a theory.
Go ahead.
I have a theory that ACOTAR 6 starts where Silver Flame ends and ends where Bryce shows up.
Wait, Silver Flames. Oh, so it's kind of like a prequel almost.
Prequel to Flame and Shadow. And then there's a break. And then Flame and Shadow happens, and then ACOTAR 7 picks up.
Okay, so that made me think of something else. In her books, and she even said it, she does parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she did part 1, and she was like, I'm 400 words in. Like, this
400, yeah.
We know that she's respecting the different parts.
Mm-hmm.
Will each part have their own parts?
Great question.
Because I like what your idea is. What if it's up until halfway? Like, if she was doing parts within the parts, then would it be like, you know, part 1 and then it, you know, all of a sudden we're like, what? This was actually before, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a plot twist that we all would be like surprised and excited about.
Yeah. Because it would explain like Nesta, right? Because there's a lot of questions about Nesta and her power, and she's basically a trained warrior for Rhys now.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered in the in-between.
Yeah.
So that's my theory.
Sam says, going back to the whole power conversation, plus Aelin maintains
institutional
power and the power of 3 armies with Rowan, Lorcan, and Fenris. It's so blurry. No, I mean, like, she still has power.
Oh, appreciate that she was hard like Bryce and Hunter Endgame.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Why did we question that?
I never did. One of my favorite moments was like, you know, who would win in a fight? Bryce, Farrah, Manon, or Aelin? And she was like, they would just go eat in and out.
Yeah, like why can't women support women?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's right.
I agree. What a time to be alive. Agreed. Yeah, I think, you look, see if there's anything different. I'll pull up my own.
The fact that she did not answer the question about Cormac and whether he is dead, that stood out to me as well, because there's no body.
Cormac is not dead. I remember, was I hit hard with that truth? I think I was.
I think you accepted that he's dead.
Only because of your bullying. Honestly, I feel like you're like, there's no body.
The way I need the name and number of that first doctor to destroy his life, I really, really, really hope SJM's already taken care of that.
Yep. I wonder if you said something in the last episode when we talked about this, and we know that she wrote fan fiction and loved fan fiction.
Yeah. And
her love for anime. As someone who's writing a book that's inspired by anime, I think it's going to be a combination of storytelling in the sense of like long epics of fan fiction.
Mm-hmm. Or same with manga.
Yeah.
And, you know,
there's a larger series and then there's mini series within.
Yeah, exactly. And literally arcs, like think of One Piece.
Yeah.
An arc can last 2 years.
Yeah.
In the manga.
Because she called these arcs.
Yeah.
She didn't call it series.
Mm-hmm. What if Cormac was lost and sent to another dimension/world and figured out word keys? Interesting.
I'm reading some of my notes. I like that she talked about how her parents, like, it seems like she came from a privileged upbringing, but she still had a lot of hustle in her.
Yeah.
And her attitude of like, I don't care how old I am, I'm getting a book published.
Yeah, that was inspirational to me.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I loved her explanation of Nesta and the hike and where she was at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
gave me chills. I love that she has crystals on her desk.
I
would like to do a tarot reading with SJM.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be so much fun. Any perspective changes from previous analysis following the interview? No.
Honestly, the only perspective that's changed is like confidence in myself.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even change. I just feel like I've doubled down. I am worse. I am a worse person because of this interview. I am cocky.
Someone says, I loved her sensitivity to the Tamlin redemption topic.
Yeah.
She seems proud of the direction she's taking, and I'm happy for her.
Oh, I like that by chapter 55 in Mist and Fury, she was just like happy that the story was being told. Like, oh my God, I can now say the backstory and everything.
Yeah. Someone says, I love the theory that the female Fae warrior who locked Kostri up was an ancestor of Feyres, and that the Archerons are descendants of Fae from the mother's side, which is why they are humans with mates. Yeah, I agree.
Here's an interesting thing that she said. Coming back, was coming back to the series hard? And she said some things were tricky and things that were related to the books and not related to the books, aka other series.
Other series, yeah.
It's not writer's block. It's more about how to get things started. When she's writing the right story, it hits her hard. She gets to be in the driver's seat and how she wants to tell a story. But like, I think it was her saying, before I started, I had to figure out non-book related things. And that could very easily have been telling her publishers, hey guys, I'm going to do whatever I want. Do y'all think the Rhysand conspiracy theories have legs?
No, absolutely not.
There is not a single thing that Rhys has done that makes him, that like shows that he's like truly evil.
Right. I mean, SJM flat out said,
yeah,
I was processing my own trauma from my own pregnancy through Rhys.
Yeah. No one's saying that what Rhys did was okay.
No.
But I think that, and what we do talk about it in our Silver Flame season of analysis coming out on the 17th, we also say, yeah, it's not okay, but also isn't he human, quote unquote, human too, who went through some horrible things?
Milika sent us an email about the whole Rhys choice thing. First of all, she gives us a disclaimer saying, I love your podcast.
Thank you.
This is not a criticism of you guys.
Oh yeah, please do Instagram. Thank you.
This is also not a criticism of SJM, but of the social media reactions I keep seeing after the interview. I was really moved by SJM sharing her birth story, and I think it's beautiful how she portrays the strength and love of mothers through Irene and Feyre. That said, regarding Rhys hiding the pregnancy risks from Feyre, while I don't think it makes him a villain, and I can give his character grace knowing he was scared and made a mistake, I do think it's important not to brush aside that his behavior was absolutely unacceptable. For context, I'm neither a Tamlin nor a Rhys stan, and I'm probably one of the rare people who dislikes both, although I adore the men in Throne of Glass. To me, they're two sides of the same coin, so this isn't about who is better. Rhys withholding critical medical information from Feyre was a huge breach of trust and a form of abuse, regardless of his intentions. And I feel like that nuance often gets lost in social media discussions following the interview. As a European woman, it's easy for me to debate whether he was trying to protect her happiness because I know medical systems where I live ensure information is communicated directly to me. But many women around the world don't have that privilege, which is why I think it's important to remain critical of men making decisions about women's lives and health, even in fiction. I can give grace to Rhys while still recognizing that what he did was wrong. I do appreciate that SJM said Feyre and Rhys still have issues to work through, especially because their relationship is often presented online as the ultimate relationship goal. I hope this is something Rhys will have to redeem himself for because myself and many women I know find withholding such information from his partner absolutely unacceptable behavior that shouldn't be excused regardless of his intentions.
I mean, it's, to me, I'm like, you're not, I agree with you, but like, it's kind of what I feel like we've been saying, and I hope other people online can say it. To me, saying that that's enough evidence to show that Rhys is evil, because I know people have been pulling that when they're like, oh, evidence that Rhys is actually evil. No, I don't think that was like, I think it was a horrible move that he really screwed up in.
Yeah.
I think that, like she said, you can have grace to understand it.
Yeah.
It doesn't forgive, but it does say, like, you know, Feyre, we weren't in Feyre's point of view.
Right.
We don't know the conversation that went down.
Yeah.
We don't know the threats that she made. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know any of that. And it's easy to get it from Nesta's point of view.
Yeah.
I feel like if people are dismissing it online, I hope that it's because they had, you know, very aggressive opinions and now they're like, oh, well, maybe I went too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bells said, and I agree with her, I think that Maja needed to have told Feyre about this, the risks, not Rhys. As someone going into healthcare, it should come from the third party. Honestly, Maja deferring to Rhys, that's on her.
That's a her thing. And then everyone kept it from Feyre.
Yeah.
Everyone kept it from her. Everyone was
complicit. There's conversation in the comments. Evil connotates an intent to do harm. Rhys never wanted to do harm to Feyre. Others agree. I don't think Rhys intended harm by not telling her.
No. He intended to try to find a solution. Amy and I would talk about it in in our analysis of Silver Flames coming out March 17th. We're both people like through work of I'm going to come to you when I have a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like that's like different from work and having like a partner having to tell them something, but like you want to be able to say, hey, this is what's going on, but here's a solution.
Yeah.
Here's I have an answer for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I've got 3 options that we can choose from or something. Yeah. All right.
All right. So now we're going to wrap up.
And then we're going to go feed ourselves.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to this episode of Book Talk for Book Talk with Jack and Amy. Stick around tomorrow where we have a special guest.
If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. It really helps other readers find us. And of course, we'd love to hear what you thought of today's episode. Share your comments through our form at booktalkforbooktalk.com. We might feature your feedback in a future mini episode or in a Patreon exclusive episode.
For merch and more ways to support the show, head to booktalkforbooktalk.com. You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the handle Book Talk for Book Talk. And don't forget to join us by subscribing to the Subtext Society Journal.substack.com to get more insights into the romantasy and romance world. Bye. We are going to so many book conventions the next couple months, and do I need a whole new wardrobe?
I think so, because I'm not prepared for weather in New York.
Honestly, I am not about the fast fashion. I am all about Quince and how they prefer quality over quantity.
Quince makes high-quality wardrobe staples using premium fabrics, like 100% silk and organic cotton.
They even have a lightweight cotton cashmere sweater that's perfect for the changing seasons, especially in New York. And they have amazing spring colors, so I'll be able to be very versatile with all of the cute sweaters they have.
Quince clothing is consistently rated 4.5 to 5 stars by thousands of customers. Real people wearing these pieces every day actually love them. And honestly, they're better than some of my favorite expensive brands.
I personally love my boyfriend sweater that I got last year, and I still wear it all the time. And I'm sad that it's going to be warm, so I guess I'm going to have to find another sweater.
Stop waiting to build the wardrobe you actually want. You don't need a closet full of options. You just need pieces that work for you.
Right now, go to quince.com/booktalk for free shipping and 365-day returns.
That's a full year to wear it and love it. And you will.
Quince is now available in Canada too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last.
Go to quince.com/booktalk, BOOKTALK, for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/booktalk.
I'm preparing to get married, which means I'm thinking a lot about what it means to merge finances. And I think I'm going with Chime.
Chime isn't just another banking app. They unlock smarter banking for everyday people with products like MyPay, giving you access to up to $500 of your paycheck anytime and getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Some of these old banks still don't do this.
We're at Romantasy BookCon, and I don't get paid for another 2 days. I could really use Chime right now.
I don't get paid for another 2 days too. I'm really sad it's not stopping me from buying everything, but it is also making me want to switch to Chime.
Because they don't have overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, or monthly fees.
You can also earn up to 3% APY on savings. That's 7 times higher than a traditional bank.
It's also rated 5 stars by USA Today for customer service because they have real humans 24/7.
And with the Chime card, it's the new way to build credit history with your own money and get rewarded every single day.
There's no annual fees, no interest, and no strings attached. Who can resist that?
Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
It just takes a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/booktalk. That's chime.com/booktalk. BOOKTALK.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
I decided to start taking a GLP-1 because it was the final missing piece to my comprehensive wellness journey. Last year, my health was going to be my main priority. And for me, my wellness goals include energy, consistency, and long-term health. And Brello was able to bring a provider guidance that has made this process feel very supportive and legit.
What's so great about Brello is the focus is your long-term health. Your provider is committed to a sustainable approach to your wellness. Brello focuses on habits, education, and provides that structure for you to ensure that longevity along with provider oversight.
I've used other services before, and Brello is the only one that has their provider call me and actually talk to a real human being who is able to answer my questions. But beyond that, you also get access to an amazing private online community for support and accountability. Brello also has an easy-to-use app to track progress. It manages reminders and stays on top of renewals. Everything's managed online, making it easier to stay consistent over time, and the medications are delivered to your door.
Brello has clear upfront pricing with one flat monthly cost. If you're approved for a GLP-1 plan, they start as low as $133 per month with a 3-month commitment.
Go to BrelloHealth.com to see if you qualify and explore their GLP-1 plans, starting at $133 per month for your first 3 months, plus access to their app, community, and wellness classes. That's BRELLO health.com.
All patients must meet with a healthcare provider prior to any medication being prescribed or dispensed. Any medications ultimately dispensed to a patient will be done pursuant to a valid prescription from a healthcare provider. Compounded drug products are not FDA approved. FDA does not evaluate compounded products for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Compounded medications are not reviewed or verified by the FDA for safety, effectiveness, or quality and are not FDA approved. Not available in all 50 states.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.